اروپا و نمایندگان مجلس آلبانی با مجاهدین در اشرف 3 4 آذر 1397 25 نوامبر 2018. تون کلام، نماینده پارلمان اروپا: چرا رژیم ایران اینقدر از این اپوزیسیون که آلترناتیو دموکراتیک را ارائه می کند ناراحت و نگران است؟ استران استیونسون: مجاهدین از 1 سال پیش این شهر را ساختند. از نظر من این تقریباً یک معجزه است. من به پیوند اشرف 3 با این جامعه و استقبال مردم آلبانی از میهمانان ایرانیشان افتخار می کنم. اوریولا پامپوری، نماینده پارلمان آلبانی: من شگفت زده شدم که جنبش شما توسط یک زن مانند خانم رجوی رهبری می شود. این به وضوح بیانگر ماهیت دموکراتیک و موفقیت آینده برای مردم ایران است. گریدا دوما، نماینده پارلمان آلبانی: اولویت اول مجاهدین آزادی است. شیوهی که مجاهدین با جامعه ما پیوند خورده اند بسیار عالی است. نامیک کوپلیکو: مجاهدین خلق از حمایت بزرگ بین المللی برخوردار هستند. سیاستمداران نیز در استقبال از مجاهدین در کشور ما متفق هستند.
Leoni, që në emër të shoqatës miqësisë popullit shqiptar me Mujahidinët, t'ju uroj një mirëseardhje të ngrohtë të gjithëve, të cilët si popull shqiptar lejoni pra sa përfaqëson organizata jonë të shpreh respektin më të madh. Të pranishëm në këtë takim janë banor të Shqipërisë nga gjitha shtresat, banor të zonës këtu, rrotull Manzës, banor nga Tirana, nga Durrësi, nga vende tjera, doktor, inxhinier, jurist, fermer të zakonshëm, për të treguar që të gjitha shtresat e popullit shqiptar janë antar të asaj që i themi organizata e madhe, shoqata e madhe e miqësisë së popullit shqiptar me Mujahidinët. Por më lejoni t'ju prezantoj 3 të ftuarit e shquar që kemi sot mes nesh: zotin Tun Kelam, antar i Parlamentit Evropian, zotin Jaromir Shtetina, gjithashtu antar i Parlamentit Evropian, si dhe të mirënjohin zotin Stevenson, shumë i njohur si mik i vjetër dhe tepër aktiv i mujahidinëve. Për të mos vonuar, më lejoni të përmend diçka të vogël, mase dikush mendoj se më rreshqiti, jo, kur thash jemi shqiptar nga gjithandej, kemi këto miq nderuar, kemi dhe antar të parlamentit. Po unë si ish antar i Parlamentit të Shqipërisë dhe zoja Pampuri si antare sot e Parlamentit të Shqipërisë, mi gjitha quajmë veten një qytetar zakonshëm shqiptar, mik i mujahidinëve. Atëherë, më lejoni t'ja kaloj fjalën zotit Kelam, antar i Komisionit të Punëve të Jashtme në Parlamentin Evropian, si dhe zëvendës president i grupit ndërkombëtar në Parlamentin Evropian të miqve për lirinë e Iranit.
Good afternoon and welcome to this meeting. It's a big surprise to see so many of you in a rainy weather. By now, there's a strong group of parliamentarians called Friends of Free Iran in the European Parliament. And we have been initiating different resolutions, reactions to the activities of Iranian dictatorship, especially standing up in defense of human rights, which are brutally violated in Iran. I was privileged to visit the original اشرف camp 11 years ago in 2008. And that was an amazing experience because it was not a military camp. It was a peaceful, small American town which was self-supportive, which had all facilities producing vehicles and having their hospital, their water facilities, and most of all, I was impressed that they had so well integrated with Iraqi population. Many Iraqis found jobs in original Ashraf, and they had excellent relations with neighboring sheikhs and peasants and workers. They received medical support from Ashraf, and they provided almost 1 million signatures of support for Ashraf camp to continue there. Soon after my visit, they were expelled from Ashraf. Ashraf was attacked brutally by Iraqi security forces, inspired and supported by Iranian forces. And they had a very dramatic episode of living crammed into a small, narrow, so-called Camp Liberty. They were bombed by missile attacks. Many people died. More than 1,000 were injured. They still suffer from these injuries even today. But as a whole, they managed to survive. And my experience during all these years has been that inhabitants of Ashraf and Iranian opposition, PMOI, has been the most reliable friends, because I have not experienced one episode when anybody has deceived me or provided information which is not true. They have been trustworthy and totally reliable. And what is important, we know that Iranian regime is one of the most brutal dictatorial regimes in the world. They are executing more people in proportion of population than any government in the world. So the question is, why is Iranian regime so irritated and so worried about the existence of peaceful opposition to this regime, which has proposed the only democratic alternative? If we are realists, we have to look forward and understand that sooner or later, maybe very soon, Iranian dictatorship will collapse also. And we are jointly looking forward to a better future. And you, citizens of Albania, will be an important part of it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Lejonit të falenderoj edhe një herë në emrin tuaj Zotin Kelam, ja përcjellim Zotit Stevenson, I cili është ish antar I Parlamentit Evropian, koordinator I fushatës për Iranin e Lirë.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Speaker, it's a great honor that we have the Speaker of the House here with us today, and I'm very honored to be able to address such a large audience. But like my colleague Tuna Kelam, I have been a supporter of the PMOI, the People's Mujahideen for almost 20 years. I witnessed the suffering that they endured when they were in Camp Ashraf in Iraq, when they were attacked by the military and a massacre took place. I went to Baghdad and confronted the foreign minister and demanded that I should be allowed to go to Camp Ashraf to speak to the people who had survived that brutal assault. The Iraqi foreign minister said that his government had nothing to do with the assault. They didn't know who had carried out the attack. And although they were the puppets of the Iranian regime, they still were forbidding me to go to Camp Ashraf and witness myself what had happened. So I said to the foreign minister, if you do not allow me to go, I will hold a press conference on the steps of the foreign ministry in Baghdad and tell the world that you are the guilty people and you are trying to hide the evidence. But I saw the PMOI, in those days over 3,000 of them, rise again from the ashes of Camp Ashraf in Iraq when they were moved to the concentration camp of Camp Liberty. And there they suffered missile attacks. It ended with 168 people killed and over 1,700 wounded. Once again, the Ashrafi refugees rising from the ashes of Camp Liberty and coming here to freedom in Albania. And since they arrived here in Camp Ashraf 3 1 year ago, they have developed this city. To me, this is almost a miracle. But as Tuna Kilam said, the Iranian regime, they're now panicking when they think that their days are numbered. And they are determined to demonize the PMOI who are here in Camp Ashraf. There are two famous spies who work for the Ministry of Intelligence in Iran who live in London. They have been here now to Albania 3 times. They try to spread lies and propaganda about Camp Ashraf, saying that it's a prison camp, it's a military establishment. There are even shooting ranges. These are lies. I can tell you that we as politicians have been all around this camp in the last 48 hours. Even journalists are welcome to come here and see for themselves the truth, the freedom of this opposition movement to the mullah's regime. I am proud that the integration of Camp Ashraf 3 into this community and the welcome the Albanian people have given to their Iranian colleagues, I am proud and happy to be here, and thank you for that today. And when we achieve victory in Iran and get rid of this brutal dictatorship, and it will happen very soon, all of you, please come and join us in the freedom of Tehran.
Faleminderit zoti Stevenson. Me lejoni t'ja kaloj fjalën e zotit Jaromir Shtetina, antari Parlamentit Evropian nga Republika Çeke. Faleminderit.
It's time for the speech from the Mr. Jeremy Stettina. This is a member of the EU Parliament.
Thank you for the floor. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am happy to be again in Albania, and I will, if you allow, tell you how I visited Albania first time. It was during the Kosovo crisis. This time I was a journalist and I visited Kukes, the city in the east of, northeast of Albania. I have seen this unbelievable flow of thousands and thousands Kosovo people which came from Prizren. It was a really crime. It was a really very dangerous precedent. And after the Second World War, the greatest exodus of people at all. But this time, I first time saw the hospitality of Albanian people. And now I visited اشرف. I have seen again this hospitality of Albanian people. And allow me to say many thanks to you, Albanian people, to Parliament of Albania, to government of Albania, because it is really very great what are doing for these people from Iran. Many thanks for that.
Më lejoni t'ja kaloj fjalën zonjës Oriola Pampuri, deputete e Parlamentit Shqiptar.
It's my great pleasure to be present in this important gathering. This gathering is including the European and Albanian personalities and people supporting the Iranian resistance movement for freedom. The Iranian people now are upraising and protesting against the dictatorship all around the Iranian cities. This great nation has been suppressed by religious fundamentalism and corruption and economic crisis about 4 decades. The Albanian members of the parliament support the nationwide popular upraising of Iranian people. In fact, we condemn the execution of more than 100,000 tortured and the imprisonment of 100,000 members of Mujahideen by Iranian regime as it is condemned by the UN human rights organs by our international partners in US and Europe. We are committed to the religious tolerance and freedom in Albania. Therefore, we are against the policy of export of violent extremism and terrorism abroad and suppression of Iranian people. I have been working with the Liberty residents and Mujahideen in Albania. They are good educated intellectuals, doctors, etc., etc. Many intellectuals I've met all this time. And they are good integrated in our country very well. We see their courageous women and men moving in our society freely and have friendly relations with all different groups of our nation. I had the pleasure to be present in the grand gathering in Paris. I saw hundreds of thousands of Iranian people crying for freedom and democracy in Iran. I was also surprised that your movement is led by a woman such Mrs. Rajavi. This clearly shows the democratic nature and future success for Iranian people. So I'm sure, we all are sure, that you all will be in your wonderful country very soon in the free Iran. Thank you so much. Faleminderit.
Faleminderit, zonja Pampuri. Tani fjalën e japim zonjës Grita Duma, gjithashtu deputete Parlamentit Shqipërisë.
Good evening, distinguished guests, distinguished colleagues, and a great gathering, a great participation, and a great spirit. Nga njëra anë kemi europarlamentar, të cilët ne kur shkojmë në dyert e Brukselit duam t'i bindim që Shqipëria ka vlera për të qenë pjesë e Bashkimit Evropian. Nga ana tjetër kemi pjesëtar të komunitetit tuaj Mujahedin, tek të cilët do ndaloj vetëm me veçanësi, po edhe pak më gjatë, pra veç se ca minuta më gjatë, duke ju përcjell mirënjohje dhe respekt për faktin që përfaqësoni idenë e lirisë, idenë e individit të lirë, idenë e mendimit të lirë në besimin musliman. Por sot me bindje ju them që mënyra se si jeni integruar ju në shoqërinë shqiptare. Pa diskutim, na jep mundësinë që nëpërmjet vlerave tuaja t'ju mirëpresim juve aq gjatë sa do duhet për rezistencën, për luftën tuaj, për të fituar drejtave tuaja në Iran, t'ju quajmë gjithashtu mirëpritjet vëllezërve tanë. Faleminderit dhe jeni të mirëpritur.
Dhe më lejoni tani në përfundim të këtij takimi të falenderoj edhe një herë zotëritë Kelam, Stevenson e Shtetina për pjesëmarrjen e tyre në këtë aktivitet dhe sidomos për përpjekjet e mëdha që kanë bërë në gjithë këto vite në mbështetje të komunitetit të mujahidinëve. Siç e vini re, opozita iraniane me gjithë mujahidinët gëzojnë një mbështetje shumë të madhe ndërkombëtare. Së fundmi 150 antarë të Parlamentit Evropian kanë dalur me një deklarat ku dënojnë fuqishëm regjimin diktatorial të mullatëve. Dhe po ta vini re, ata që mbështesin fuqishëm mujahidinët janë pothuajse të njëjtët që mbështesin fuqishëm dhe integrimin e Shqipërisë në Bashkimin Evropian. Në shumë takime kemi vënë dukje që janë të mirëpritur mujahidinët në Shqipëri, kështu që le të jenë sigurt motrat e vëllezërit tanë mujahidin kanë mbështetjen, mikpritjen e popullit shqiptar, kanë simpatinë tonë, aq më tepër regjimi mullave në Iran duhet ta di se nuk kemi në shekullin 19-20 apo në mesjet siç dëshirojnë ato, po jemi tashmë në shekullin 21 dhe gjithë bota shikon krimet e tyre, gjithë bota i dënon krimet e tyre, gjithë bota do i njeh kriminalet që kanë bërë këto krime kundër popullit iranian. Një goditje të madhe mundohen të bëjnë regjimi i mullave dhe në Shqipëri, qoftë me përfaqësues të inteligjencës së tyre, qoftë me propagandë pafund për demonizimin e mujahidinëve. Kështu që shoqata e miqësisë popullit shqiptar me mujahidinët, në fakt shoqata është thjesht kanalizim burokratik i miqësisë së popullit shqiptar me mujahidinët. Pra çdo shqiptar që njihet mik me mujahidinët, më lejoni dhe një herë të falenderoj të ftuarit e shquar, faleminderit të gjithëve për pjesëmarrjen.